Peace, peace. This is a little public service announcement for those that are paying attention to the music industry and overdoing it too. Like a lot of times, a lot of people don't even understand that this is supposed to happen. A lot of things. All right. I know that a lot of y'all are caught up on the Drake lawsuit against UMG about them hyper inflating Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. I've been told on Facebook that everything I'm saying about it has no facts. It's just opinions and Just the people that say things like that don't even know enough or not even around enough to understand what I know. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't really matter what people say on Facebook, because a lot of people troll on Facebook. Everybody complains about what somebody says. That's why it's really hard to take anybody serious on Facebook. It's really hard to take anybody serious on Facebook because they're not saying anything serious. They're not saying anything real. They're not saying anything that has any merit, especially coming from them where they just say it's opinions, but they have no study. They have no experience. I've traveled. I've went to different parties. I've went to workshops. I do tours. I do music. I know I have publishing. I do all of these things. The only thing I'm not is signed, and I don't care about being signed, especially to record labels that deal with the type of situations that people dealt with, whether it was Diddy, whether it was Interscope, whether it was, and I'm not knocking anything that any of these people do because it comes from somewhere. All right. And now the industry is falling, and I'm happy that it's falling. You know why? Not because I'm going to try to push my music to take its place or whatever, or think that I'm going to get on or something like that. I don't really care about that. I'm 45 years old. At this point, I do this because I love it. I just finished mixing down a track, you know what I'm saying? Just to record because I love doing it. This is what I do. I make money on other things, and I'm going to make money off of other things. So I don't really care about the music industry or the music business. I do the music business for my own work, but other than that, I don't really care about it because the music industry has screwed us over for years, and now its chickens are coming to roost. All that stuff that you say is cliche shit is coming to roost, and you know, Drake, what he's doing, and I do believe what he's doing is hypocritical because that's how he made it. A lot of people think that Drake had authentic fans and all this other stuff, which he does. He has fans because they pushed him so much, they hyperinflated his music. UMG did the same thing for him that Drake is claiming that they did for Kendrick. The only reason why he's doing that is because Not Like Us put Kendrick here, and not only that it put him here, it's because of what he was saying on the song, and then how people took it in. Like when that song came out, it was the biggest record this year, 2024. When it comes to hip hop, Kendrick's year. You know what I mean? And what people got to understand about that is that it happens. Like Drake, you've had multiple years of success the same way. You know that that's what they do. Everybody is funded. Payola has been real. Payola is also illegal. You know what I mean? They never changed the laws about that. They just changed how they maneuver so it can look legal. What does that mean? A lot of y'all that are paying for packages to be on the radio, y'all shouldn't be doing that because it's illegal to pay to play. But what you do is you pay for these packages so people can put you on rotation for about 6 weeks, and then if it doesn't hit or whatever, then you're done. Your song is done, and you got to start from the drawing board. A lot of record labels sign music. They deal with music, right? That, you know, people pay. You know what I mean? And then when they pay, they get like I said, this rotation. I've talked to different record labels, independent, not majors too much because major labels don't want African Man Born, and that's fine, right? But like a lot of independent labels that get you on the radio and all of the stuff, they're paying for that shit. They're paying for the damn streams on YouTube. It's illegal to go on YouTube and generate bot streams. They'll cancel your shit in a heartbeat. right? Spotify too. They'll cancel your shit in a heartbeat. If you do over a certain amount of numbers on Spotify with one song, they're going to shut your Spotify down because they look at it as a bot. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of, if it's not authentically coming from devices where people are playing your music, or, you know what I'm saying, they'll shut it down because they're generating, you know what I'm saying, and they know the difference. You see what I'm saying? These are things that they use to scheme the underground or the independent artists. Independent artists don't get fooled by them saying that this is a problem. The only problem that you're going to have is that you're going to have to get out there and work to get your music out there as much as possible, because you're not going to have a lane to go in the industry and make those deals anymore. The labels are turning into digital marketing companies. I've been saying this shit for about 15 years, and people like, yeah, we could do this and do that. No, nigga, like, they've been had that because they know what we're going into. Just like when you talk about the financial collapse is to usher in digital dollars. We already have digital dollars. We already have the crypto set up. The blockchain has been started since 1969, and they didn't plan on using it until they got rid of the gold standard the year after. All right. They took money off the gold standard. So therefore, we're dealing with promissory notes and debts. All right. This is facts. So when people say, oh, it's just opinions, no facts, you don't read enough. You probably can't read. That's why you say shit like that. You don't even you don't even know what you're talking about, but you're talking to somebody who knows what the fuck. I don't speak on things I don't know about. You know what I mean? And these are things that you're not benefiting yourself by arguing with me or anybody like me or anybody that knows more than me. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't want to take responsibility to maneuver a certain way. Black people, we have to start taking responsibility and stop fighting with each other around the things that some of us won't accept. I'm not going to accept that, oh, music is done, because music ain't done. The music industry's done. That's their problem. How's music done when you still have these little, first of all, music is in a great time now, because now there's a lot of independent artists that can just start a studio with a computer, an interface, a mic, and some speakers and the headphones. Just all you need now. All the programs are there. You got Studio One, Ableton, you got Pro Tools, you got Cubase, you got all these different programs. You got beat programs like Reasons, you got GarageBand, you got everything to your disposal that you can do whatever you want. All you got to do is just get your paperwork right, and that's easy too. Put in the work. You can copyright the shit yourself. You can publish the shit yourself. You can even put together your own tours if you put your money right and your resources right. Because it's not always about money, it's about resources. Knowing what shows you can get and space them a certain way and turn it into a tour. These are things that you can do yourself. That's all they're doing for you. And then they're charging you based on that. When they get their deals, they get those deals for like $2 to $3 million. You're probably only going to see about $1 million to $800,000. You know what I mean? Depending on the record label, because they're going to take their cut. The record label that you're signed to is going to take at least $2 million and use probably $500,000 for marketing, depending on how big of an artist you become and if they believe in you like that. But it's all opinions and no facts, right? People don't know shit. People don't know that Diddy and all of them they wasn't the only ones doing that shit. There was fucking people out here in Massachusetts that's doing that shit. They had parties in Beverly, Mass, and rich areas. You know what I'm saying? Because, they kind of be secluded from the actual, they're not gonna come in Roxbury, in fucking Dorchester, Mattapan, Hyde Park, Roslindale. They're not gonna do that over there because it's too close to the city and cops and people that will expose them. So they do it out there, and then they make you sign NDAs. Why would you need to sign an NDA to go to a party? Why would you need to sign an NDA to do a certain business if you was up and up about your business? But I'm not saying any facts. I'm just giving opinions. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut the fuck up and stay on, get off of fucking the internet. Y'all don't know what you're talking about.